welcome to the C-Suite Connection. I'm Bradley Killinger, CEO of Sapience Analytics and also your host for this show. In this show, we explore some of the most challenging issues that are being confronted by boardrooms around the world. Think of our show as kind of a one-stop shop into both exploring those challenges as well as coming up with different solutions that will help you go back and run your enterprises more effectively. So with that, we're going to start out in our very first episode and have a really in-depth conversation about the need for visibility when navigating the modern workforce. So I would say really around 5 areas. Number one is really, I think companies more and more with limited visibility, hybrid work models, remote workers, etc., they need to understand what are people doing. I think number 2 is companies need to better understand, not how many people work for their company, but really understanding, do they have the right capacity in order to achieve what their business needs to achieve tomorrow? I think number 3 is really understanding, giving a manager the power to understand, are their employees working on the right things, on the things that are really driving shareholder value, really advancing a company forward? I think number 4 is we see this constant back and forth around work location. And so the ironic part is every company is spending a lot of time to enforce a location policy that they think is the right decision for their business and how it has to operate. But that policy doesn't mean a lot if you don't really have a way to understand compliance around those policies that you're laying out. And then I think the 5th area is really understanding what the tools and software of the future really look like. So as we have this more distributed work environment with more contingent labor coming onto the scene, understanding what is the software that's really being used in order to get the jobs done and which stuff isn't. And that represents both an efficiency play as well as a pretty significant cost savings play in most of our companies as they find that they have huge investments in systems that just aren't being used that often.